Hey guys! Okay, so if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, which if you don't already, you definitely should, you would know that I was in South Carolina for about the past 10 days or so on vacation with my family, but I am back now and I am back with a haul of stuff that I did purchase when I was there. I'm not going to be showing you everything that I purchased when I was there, but I did purchase a decent amount of makeup products and that's what I'm going to be showing you today. Normally I don't buy makeup products like a lot when I'm on vacation. I tend to buy like more touristy type things, you know, t-shirts, stuff like that. But when I was there was an Ulta really close to our hotel, which where I live in Jersey, it's really strange. I have like probably 7 Sephoras within an hour of my house and no Ultas. Like I don't get to go to Ulta very often. I've only been to Ulta like 3 times my whole life. So I really wanted to check out the Ulta, so I did go there and purchase some things. And then the other stuff that I got is from the cosmetics company store, which if you don't know what the cosmetics company store is, basically they're mostly, I think all the time, they're at like outlet malls. They're at a lot of outlet malls. I've seen them a lot. And basically it's just like outlet cosmetics. Normally what they have there is like MAC, Bobbi Brown, Smashbox, Estee Lauder. They have like the Clinique stuff. Those are mostly the brands that you'll see at the cosmetics company store, and they just have their makeup for discounted prices, and a lot of times they have a lot of discontinued products that you can't find like at the regular MAC counter or Bobbi Brown counter or whatever. They'll have it there for a discounted price. So it's a really cool place to go if there's one near you, so definitely check that out, and there was one near me when I was in South Carolina, so I went there. So I guess I will just start off with what I got when I was at Ulta. When I went there, like I said, since I knew that I don't have access to Ulta at home, I really wanted to get something that was exclusive to Ulta because, you know, they have a lot of the same things as Sephora, so I really didn't want to buy something there that I could get at Sephora because I could get it at home. So I really wanted to get something that was exclusive to Ulta. So what I picked up was Laura Geller's Balance and Brightening Baked Color Correcting Foundation. So this is what the packaging looks like. And Laura Geller, I've heard a lot about her products. And she is, I believe, exclusive to Ulta. I've never seen it anywhere else besides Ulta. I know Sephora doesn't have it, and it's not a drugstore product. This was $33. So I've heard great things about her stuff, so that's why I decided to pick this up. If I could just open the packaging. And it looks gorgeous. I'll show you guys. So this is what the actual like little thing looks like, and this is what the foundation looks like. So it is a powder foundation. It's really pretty. As you can see, it's definitely like baked and kind of marbled, but when you put your brush in there, all the colors kind of swirl together, and then when you put it on your face, it looks really pretty. I'm not a big powder foundation type of person, so I do not use this as a foundation. I do use just a little bit of it to set my liquid foundation. But for that purpose, it really has done an amazing job. Definitely has a lot of color payoff, so it's going to give you extra coverage if you're using it on top of a liquid foundation because, again, it is a foundation, not necessarily just a setting powder. And I really like it. Like I said, I just really wanted to get something that was specific to Ulta because I knew that I couldn't get this at home. And I did get it in the color medium. I believe they have 2 shades lighter than medium and then 1 shade that's darker. So not like a huge shade range, but I think a lot with powders, they're a lot easier to blend into your natural skin tone than liquids are. So yeah, so far I really like this. And something that I thought was really cool, basically since I bought a Laura Geller product at Ulta, I did get this little Laura Geller like gift set type thing for free just because I bought one of her products. And in here it just comes in this little red thing, and in here is a little mini version actually of the foundation in medium, which I was very lucky, the Balance and Brightening Foundation in medium, so I have a little travel size version of it now, which is great. So really, I was really happy when I saw that. I was like, wow, that's really cool, and it happens to be my color, which is great. And then I got this lip gloss, their Color Drenched Lip Gloss by Laura Geller, and it is in the color, it actually does not say the color, but it's like this dark kind of plummy color. This is amazing. I tried this out and I feel like I will definitely be going back the next time I'm at an Ulta to get a full-size version of this and like check out the other colors that they have because it is so, it's a lip gloss, but it is so pigmented. It is pigmented like a lipstick, but it has like a glossy finish, which is great. So it really is like kind of an all-in-one product. You don't need to put a lip gloss over this or a lipstick under it. It's just amazing. So I really like this. I was really happy about it. And it's pretty big. I mean, this is 1 fluid ounce. So, I mean, it's a lot of product for free. And then the last thing is like kind of what I think Laura Geller is known for. Mostly what I've heard about her is her spackles, which she makes like a bunch of primer type stuff. I know she has like a lip spackle and eye spackle, and the one that I got was the under makeup primer, so basically like the face spackle. It's just a little sample of that, so I'm excited to try this out just because I know that she is known for her spackles. The next thing that I purchased when I was at Ulta is the Saint Tropez Self Tan Dark Bronzing Mousse. So this is just their regular bronzing mousse, but now they came out with a dark line. And so far, I've only used this once, but so far I totally love it, guys. Like, it is amazing. It might take Sunlab's place in my heart. You guys know that I love my Sunlab's self tanner, but this is really an amazing self tanner. It's super dark, and the one thing that I really like about it the most is when you apply it. I think maybe because it's not a lotion and it's in mousse form, it dries so fast, which, I mean, if you're slow at putting on your self tanner, that might be a problem, just because you kind of have to work it in fast because it is going to dry really fast. But, you know, I've kind of gotten the hang of applying self tanner, and I do it pretty fast, and this dries so fast. So, like, by the time I'm done with my whole body, like, my whole body's already dry, so I can just, you know, put on my clothes and be good to go and not really have to wait, which I really like. And like I said, it's super dark, which is amazing. Obviously, this is expensive. I think that it was about $45 or so at Ulta, so yeah, it is expensive, but I really want to try it out. I've never really tried anything from Saint Tropez besides like some free sample things that I've gotten before, like from Sephora and stuff, so this is my first full size from them, and so far I really like it. I know that their regular mousse is like a cult favorite, and like I said, this is the same thing, just in the darker version, which I believe is relatively new. And the last thing that I picked up at Ulta was just a a L'Oreal lipstick, and this is just from their color Reach line, and it is 169 Pink Plush, and I've used this a lot already. It's just a really light pinky color, but it's very like hydrating to the lips. It's not drying at all, which is why I got it, just because my lips were like really dry because they kind of got burnt in the sun a little bit. So I got this just so it wasn't as I guess drying as MAC lipstick sometimes can be. It has a very glossy texture to it. So it doesn't have amazing color payoff, but it was what I was looking for when I was on vacation. So I really like this. And then I forgot, I did get one more thing when I was at Ulta, and that is the Big Sexy Hair Root Pump Plus. So it is just this big bottle of basically a volumizing mousse that you just spray in your roots. Big Sexy Hair, I love their products. I can't always get them. Kind of is hard for me to find them in places, like all of their products, but this Ulta happened to have like a huge selection of their products. So I did pick this up. I believe that I've tried this before, like way back in the day, and I liked it, so that's why I picked it up, but I'm not 100% sure if I've tried it. I don't know. But I have tried a lot of their other products for volumizing, and I really do like their products, so I picked this up when I was at Ulta, and yeah, I hope that I like it. I actually have not tried it yet, but it's just like a mousse, and you spray it in your hair when it's wet, and you just spray it in the roots and kind of work it in, and then blow dry your hair, and it gives you huge volume, or at least that's what it's supposed to do, so yeah. Now for the cosmetics company store, I didn't get a ton of stuff when I was there just because I was at the outlet mall and I bought a bunch of clothes already, so I was like having like shopper's shock, like, oh my god, I already spent so much money. But I did have to pick up two things just because the cosmetics company store that I went to, basically all of them are different. So the one near my house, like at home, because I do have one near my house at home, has like a lot of Bobbi Brown products and a lot of like Estee Lauder products, which I like those products, but they're not my favorite brands, you know, at all, or anything like that. But this cosmetics company store had a huge selection of MAC, like so many MAC things. So I had to take a look, and you guys know that I'm kind of a MACaholic. I love MAC, so I had to take a look at their stuff, and I did pick up two products from MAC from there. So the first one that I got, I'm so excited about, and I absolutely have been loving. I've been using it so much, and I'm using it today. It is their Pro Sculpting Cream, and it's in the color Accentuate. Basically, first, this caught my eye just because it was a MAC Pro product, which are really hard to get your hands on, at least for me they are, just because MAC Pro products you can only get at MAC Pro stores. And for me, the closest MAC Pro store is in New York City, which is just a pain for me to go in there just to get one product. So the fact that I saw that they had Pro products was really intriguing to me just because, you know, it's not easy for me to get them. This one, now, I believe this has been discontinued. So I am sorry, you can't buy it on the MAC website, I don't think. But basically, this is the Pro Sculpting Cream. On the MAC website, now have Pro Sculpting Powder. So I think they took this cream version and made it into a powder. So you can order that from the website. But if you want the cream version, you can just run to a cosmetics company store and they might have it, because that is where I found this. Basically, it is a super light cream, and I used it underneath my eyes and down the bridge of my nose as a highlighter. So it's a matte highlighter, which is hard to find because all the time highlighters have, chunks of glitter in it, which I don't want really underneath my eye. I just want something really light. So that's what this is. It's definitely pink toned, so it's great for underneath your eyes. It really has helped my under eye circles, as you can tell. I don't think that they look really bad today, and that is definitely because of this. So like I said, you can buy the powder version online from MAC or at a MAC Pro store, and I know a lot of people get this messed up. MAC Pro stores aren't just MAC standalone stores, because I know a lot of people don't even have standalone MAC stores in their mall. They just have MAC counters. So they think if they go to a standalone MAC store, it's a MAC Pro store, and it's not. MAC Pro stores, I'm sure on their website they'd have a listing of them, but I know there's not a ton of them, and it's definitely not every standalone store. A lot of times they're in like big cities and stuff like that. Like I said, the one closest to me is in New York City. So if you live near New York City, you could go there. But yeah, so this is the cream version. Online, they do have the powder version, but if you want the cream version, check out a cosmetics company store near you and they might have it. But so far, totally been loving this. And then the last thing that I picked up is the MAC Select Sheer Pressed Powder in NW15, which you guys are probably like, girl, that is way too light for you. I know that it is, but why I got this is because, obviously it's like super light, but why I got this is I'm using it to set the Pro Sculpting powder underneath my eyes, and then I'm just putting it in the center of my face to kind of highlight my face, and I really like the look that it's been giving me. Obviously it is super light, but I got specifically the pressed sheer powder rather than their powder foundation, just because the sheer powder does blend into my skin a little bit more, so it doesn't give me like a really white look. It really looks nice. As you can tell, I'm wearing it today and I don't think it looks crazy. And just on the center of my face, and then on the outer side of my face, I have the MAC powder foundation, which is like in an NW40 or something, which is way darker than this. But yeah, so this is just what it looks like, and so far I've really been loving it to use to set my under eyes and the inner parts of my face to highlight. And this was, again, I forgot to tell you the prices. This was $17, which I believe this retails for 20-something. On the MAC website, you can get this still at MAC, the regular version. So yeah, this was cheap. And then the MAC Sculpting Cream, this was $14. Again, it's not on the website anymore because it has been discontinued, so I don't know how much it was when it was originally out there, but I would believe it's probably around $20 or so definitely cheaper. So if you have a cosmetics company store near you, definitely check it out. You can get some really great deals on some really great products. So yeah, that is all the makeup that I picked up when I was in South Carolina. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!